Alright, I think we are back in business. Alright, as I was saying, welcome to Chilliwack, episode 22. So, the horses are now consuming a lot more product now. I think on a daily basis I have to fill the straw, and the bales are disappearing, so that's good. That's just with 5 horses, so we'll see what happens when they start reproducing. So that's some good news right there. So today we are going to make some hay. I'm gonna go get a baler over here. Bale everything up like I normally do. I think we're gonna do hay though. Go. Hit F1. We're going to, let's see. This is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to need a tedder. Woo. Go. Set this to Y, tedder stage conditioned, semi-dry hay. Let's just do this. Alright, so this is turning out alright. So I've got a lot of grass to cut. I'll have to do the clover field as well, because that is now ready. I'm just going to do some massive cutting and windrowing. And we're going to have a lot of hay to play with. My next batch will have to be silage, or actually fresh grass, I think. I will need to make sure that my next cut is fresh grass. Horses are starting to consume a lot more food, so I just don't want to be caught without any food and having to buy horse food from the barn. Let's see how it goes. And then I need to plow up the clover field and replant it, because I will be expanding the clover field. At least that's what is the plan anyways. I have to lime, I have to fertilize. What else do I have to do? I have to roll. Roller I probably might replace, so I can do a much larger, so that I can get everything rolled nicely. I don't know why it's all clumping up back here. It's weird. Let's just clean up this edge here. The tedder is larger than the mower kit, so it's nice that vehicle control add-on prioritizes the mower over the tedder itself. So that's handy. So it should be interesting. We're into May already, so soon they'll reproduce my horses in, what do you call it, in November, I think. I did some testing as well on a map. I installed the straw harvest add-on. Or wait. Is this straw harvest? No, not straw harvest add-on. Swather add-on. Just to see how it would behave with Maize Plus. If you, for instance, want to mow, it's fine, like grass. But if you swath your crop, it turns it into whole crop silage. So, which is not really what you want. You want to have the crop sitting on the ground, ready for the combine to pick it up with the pickup header, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to work. So if you wish to use both Maize Plus and the Swather add-on, probably going to run into some problems with that. Maize Plus will prioritize it and turn the crop into whole crop silage. So just something to be aware of. I guess you could probably modify the Swather add-on. And maybe remove Maize Plus components, but I'm not sure. Maize Plus, I think now might be a more global, meaning that it overrides the game or the map gameplay. So I think probably what might be, I think it probably is overriding the mowing category. So my suspicion, they probably might need to categorize it as a swather to take it out of that particular category. That's my guess. Not entirely sure, but I think probably it'd be best to have the swather set so it only does what is intended for the swather add-on, and then have game players use something else for doing whole crop silage, like a mower. I think might be a better idea. So I'm just going to park this here. Let's go get the windrower. Put it to work. Bit of a small windrower. I think I might take this back to the shop. Let's see what we got for windrowers. Maybe there's something on sale. Let's see. Nope. And here, windrowers. I think I have the Coon. Which one do I have? Oops. It's a Kubota. Swap out the Kubota. This is the one that I have. So I can probably go with a Vicon. $12 meters, 8 meters. That's 8 meters. 15, 14. I think I just want to go with something like that, maybe. For now. Yeah. Customize. Switch it to blue. Yeah, we'll just buy that one. Alright, and we'll just take this one back and I can sell it. Oh, went the wrong way. Upgrade our equipment a little bit. I don't think this will be the only piece of equipment that will get changed tonight. I have a feeling I'll be changing the roller as well. So, should do well. Swap it out and get another roller too later. Current roller is a decent size, but I don't know. Might keep it or might upgrade it. Not sure. Too soon to talk about roller at this point in the game yet. Just have to swap out this windrower first and then start baling and then move on to the next field, I guess. Here's my turn. Go ahead and sell this. Might get some of my money back. Alright, let's just pop this right here and we'll sell it. Okay. $48 to repair. I'm gonna get about 14k back. Alright. Only problem with using this is that it might be a bit large for the field that I've got close to the farm. I'd like to get that Kloss one, but that one definitely would be too large. I sort of still need to stick with somewhat of a medium-sized windrower, or else I'll be banging into everything. So I will stick with this one. But the field that I'm about to windrow will eventually get turned into something else, probably more vehicle storage or maybe productions or something of that nature. then I will have only but large fields. So almost back to the farm. Oh. The edge there. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change this fence line. Alright, let's I don't think I've used this one before. It's a bit wide. Alright, that drops down. Alright, off we go. It's not too bad. If I had the large gloss one, I probably would have some problems. And I probably wouldn't be too happy with that. But this is an okay size. What a mess down here. Around we go. I'm probably going to roll this right away before I move on to the next field. I'm going to have at least 2 more grass fields to contend with, I think. The other thing I tested out was the horse training add-on mod. I didn't have much success with that, so I do not think I will be adding that to this map. So I'll be just, once the horses are fully matured, which should be like 60 months I believe, then I'll just sell them off. I'll be hitting the first year pretty soon here, so that should be good. I'll have to make sure that I get some more straw. Might have to do some harvesting contracts. Ensure that I still have quite a bit, so I'm not too concerned. But doesn't hurt to have a little extra kicking around just in case. Spin around here. I think I'll just start to merge this here. Something interesting to mention, they now have a farming simulator magazine. So I haven't looked at it yet myself, but you can get it online as a, I believe, a free download. It sounds like it's a free download. If you're in another part of the world, though, depending on your region, you might actually be able to get a paperback version of it, potentially. There was news about it today, so, or no, not today, last week. Alright, so fold this up and we'll just park this here. I'm gonna need it later. Ah, doing well. Thanks for coming in, Argsy. I just sort of got into the groove of my stream here so far. I am making some hay. I need it because my horses are starting to go crazy on the food now. So, trying to make sure that I have enough to keep them fed and alive. And I'm starting to get a little bit more manure. You can see there. That's about 7,000 liters of manure. And that's with five horses, so I'm not sure what I'll end up with when I get a full herd, which will be 14 horses, I believe, for my pen. Oh, that's cool. Well, happy holiday to you. Did you do anything with your family at all, or anything special? I did some testing earlier today. I wanted to see if I could get Maize Plus and the Swather add-on to behave with each other. I didn't have much success in that. It just basically turned my crop into whole crop silage, or whole crop, sorry, not silage. So I don't think the two will work very nicely together. Oh, I hear you. Okay. I guess you guys actually do everything kind of the opposite to us here in the northern hemisphere. Because ours, I think we have it either in October and November, so the fall for us. Do you know if Australia does the same day as New Zealand, or do they even have like a remembrance kind of day in Australia? Because I know Canada and the UK and probably parts of Europe, I guess, as well. US usually holds those sorts of things in the fall. Oh, that makes a lot more sense then. Our history books, they don't really cover the entire globe. I don't think. Like, I took history in high school and there was a lot of focus on, I guess, how do you say it, probably more Germany and all of that, and Italy. But realistically, there was a lot of stuff going on during the World War I and other parts of the world. I think they kind of write things up in history as like everyone was all in the same area, but they never really talk about like other regions and stuff like that. And they think, well, everyone was all in one area, fighting in one area. So do you guys do you guys wear poppies or anything like that, or do you wear anything symbolic, like maybe a ribbon or anything? A wreath? Yeah, we put out wreaths and we wear poppies. Well, that makes it kind of a universal symbol, which is kind of cool. I'm guessing you put down a wreath too. At like generally they'll have like a monument or a cenotaph. Well, we call it a cenotaph, and then we put down wreaths in front of it, and the cenotaph will have like names of people that were in the war or had died in the war. Okay, now I think I better go ahead and fish out a bale pickup. Yep, that's what I tend to agree with. There's a lot of similarities. But myself, I'm always intrigued to ask questions of other Commonwealth countries to try to see, you know, how many of our traditions are American and how many of our traditions are more Commonwealth. Because I've always thought Canada is like the child of the Commonwealth and America, So you have to kind of look at it and try to figure out, okay, well, how much of our traditions are American and how much of our traditions are Commonwealth. And the only way we can figure that out is, well, ask questions, I guess. But I think for the most part we have a lot of Commonwealth traditions. Yeah, we have quite a bit of crossover. So I think even some of us Canadians get a little confused on it. It's like, okay, well, are we more Commonwealth or are we more American? But personally, I kind of like the Commonwealth connection. There's a lot more, I think, traditional symbolism there, I think, that I like. Yeah, that complicates things. They're not really, I won't say all of them. Well, I think some of them are, there's a minority, I'll say, of monarchists, I guess, in Quebec. A very small minority. But they're not too keen on the monarchy, we'll just put it that way. But I think they're just trying to, self-identify themselves, which I can understand on that part. And carve out their own nation. So I think I'm gonna park this here. And I better grab my roller. Just roll that one field. I also like the parliamentary system as well. I don't think I would want a government system similar to the United States, I don't think. It's not a perfect system that we have, but I think that there's a bit of a degree of respect, I think. And I think that's what I particularly like about the parliamentary system. And then having the monarchy as a head of state. I know some countries don't appreciate that, but having the monarchy as the head of state, there might be a few that would prefer not to have the monarchy there. But I find that they don't interfere. I mean, I suppose that they have some sort of say, I guess, but it's something that I don't know how to put it into words. I find that even though it's symbolic, they do have a position there where they can give wisdom and insight into issues, I think, without having a huge impact on a nation. And if there's, like, for instance, maybe needing to dissolve parliament or something like that, it can be done, right? And not get stuck in a kind of a gridlock situation. Well, that's very true. It's probably the most simpler version that you have. I think the UK is more complex, even for a Canadian standards, because they have Scotland and a part of Ireland, and that just kind of adds an entirely other complex level to it. To wrap my head around. For the longest while, I thought Scotland was a separate country because they have a first minister, but that is connected into, I think, the main UK Parliament, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a bit of an onion, I guess, is the best analogy to use it. There's a layer upon layer there. And it's probably a little easier for you guys because you probably don't have to do provincial elections, which is nice. Oh, am I using the wrong roller? I think I'm using the wrong roller. I got too involved into our conversation here that I forgot to switch rollers. Let me run back here. Let me see if I have it down here. Aha, there it is. It's hiding. Oh dear. Well, I will probably need this roller at some point in the stream, so no point in putting that away. Oh wait, I made it go back down. grab that. But I think the parliamentary system, things I think can get decided upon a lot quicker. Like if we do an election, and you probably can agree too, if you guys do an election, it gets done pretty quick. Our election gets done like overnight, or even in a few hours. And there's not a... It gets right down to brass tacks. We get right down to work. It's not something that gets dragged on and on and on. Yes, the James Bond secret shed. I had plans to get rid of that shed, but it's starting to warm on me now. When I first put it in, it didn't go quite as I had planned, but I've put down other sheds on the farm to compensate, and now the James Bond shed seems to be a feature that I might keep. But I do have a tendency to forget that I've got stuff in the basement. Yeah, we're about the same. Yeah, we're the same. So we'll probably have, I think we have at least maybe about a month of campaigning. Or maybe even weeks. And then it's over pretty much in a day. You get the voting done in the day, and then all the writing votes get in by midnight my time, and then at that point everybody knows who's the winner. There's not a lot of fighting or bickering or anything like that. It's just, well, it's done. And I personally like it that way. I don't think I would want to see things get stalled for like an entire 2 or 3 months trying to figure out, you know, who's the winner and what direction our country is going to go in. I think too, also what I like is we've got like more parties, so more variety of thinking. Not everybody probably would prefer to have multiple party options, but I think it's a good idea. That way you have a variety of ways to think about how things should be run, and open up new ideas instead of having just 2 ideas. Hey, this is going much better now that the texture changes are happening here. All right. Let's see. coalition government, basically. We haven't got an entirely coalition government, but we're sort of there. I imagine it might become the new norm for Canada probably in future elections, that we might see more coalition governments. Our Liberal government at the moment is in a minority, but they need the support of another party to ensure that their policies get through. So they sort of meet together and they come to some sort of conclusion on what legislation that they both can agree upon. Do you think that a coalition government helps New Zealand, or do you prefer that it would have been just like one concept? I think I want to do the Clover next. Do that. I'll go way over here and do the Clover. I'm kind of intrigued to see if we get a coalition government, like a real one. Just to see how things play out. Okay, let's go ahead and turn these on here. I think let's go into this and detect. There we go. Oh, maybe I'm cutting too soon. Can I cut this? Better double check. I think I can cut it yet. Switch this to... Yeah, I can, but I bet you my mower is not set properly. I need to set it to... I think I'll just detach the header first. I have to switch it to without conditioning if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Okay. And then I have to lower. And hopefully it'll turn to hay. Oh wait, something's not going right here. What's going on? The front one. Okay, I think base game? Okay, there we go. It's the first time I'm making hay Clover hay. Okay, let's do this. Whoop. My line's not lining up. Why is that? There we go. Okay, let's turn and burn now. Get her done. Yeah, I think it's for the most part the same here. Mind you, probably maybe my our conservative party might disagree with what I'm with my thoughts on that. Okay, why is this? Oh yeah, because this is a different grass type. Okay, here we go. We got some hay coming out. You haven't? I thought you did Clover, at least on one of your streams, or was it alfalfa? That might have been alfalfa. I've done Clover silage, and this is my first kick at the can for Clover hay. So I'm gonna see how it goes here. Mind you, it seems to hide very nicely inside of the grass, or whatever's, or sorry, the hay, whatever's remaining of the hay, or of clover, and everything mixed up. So I really have to like look down to see it. There we go. That's kind of interesting. Chumpy has a new map update to his map. He did that last week. I don't know if you updated at all. It's in the notes. It's supposed to make everything all Maize Plus compatible, he said. So but if you do make the change, I'll just warn you, you might want to just back certain things up, like the save file and the zip file, just in case certain things went missing. My horses died, so that's why my last two videos said UFOs abducted the horses. But everything else remained, so it's a bit of a hit or miss. But the last update was to be more compatible with the Govil pack and to be compatible with Maize Plus. So What else? Oh, I did do some testing with the Swather add-on with Maize Plus, and it just didn't jive very well. Like, it just turned, when I used the Swather, it just turned everything into whole crop silage. So, and of course the combine pickup header would not interact with that, so because it's no longer a crop at that point. Yep. Oh, and he has a shed pack too, which has some sheds that are more related to the area. So some sheds, and what else? Some silage pits, a large slurry pit which looks kind of interesting, and a manure pit as well. So he's got them at the same website too. And I think it actually made it up to the mod hub, his sheds, which I didn't really realize. Oh, hey Austin, welcome. Yes, I am alive. Streaming away here. So I would probably check those sheds out. Maybe there might be something in there that you might like, Argsy. I'm slowly trying to get off of Facebook, so at least that's what the plan will be. I don't think I want to be on that platform anymore, so I just have to do a lot of removing of images and video and stuff like that, so which is going to take a little bit of time to do so. I didn't realize how many images and videos I've got up there, so. And then I'm going to be just basically on, either you can reach me through Discord, or I'm probably going to be through my phone, instant, what do you call it, text messaging. And I'm not really on Facebook as much as I used to be, so I like Discord more. So you can always message me through Discord. Yeah. I still got to do a lot of cleaning to get a lot of stuff off of Facebook. And then I'll eventually just be on Discord. actually going to be quite a chore to clean up my Facebook. I didn't realize how many images I've had on there or other videos and stuff. So I have to download them all and save them on my PC. I have to rake this up next, and then I'm going to try, I have a feeling I'll have to use them. I'm just going to take probably maybe a mulcher to it, just to see if there was any changes. Maybe a roller. Okay, I think this is done. Let's go ahead and fold this all up. I'll park this guy down here because I think I might have to mow the other field. That clover field's gonna get plowed under because I'm going to expand it. Oh, no worries. I'm going to be trying a roller and mulcher on the clover. Once I get it all picked up or raked, because I'm not sure if that has changed. I honestly think it's still going to be a mulch. Alright. Let's just move this over a little bit here. Alright, let's go. On my testing server, what I thought was interesting is that Clover, if you like I put the speed time up to like 5,000, and it went through the seasons pretty quick, and the crop seems to wither, but then it still regrows. Because generally with other crops it just sort of just withers and dies. But the flowers keep on changing, so the flowers eventually grow back again for clover. I'll just break that up like that. That's going to be real interesting. I'm intrigued to try the roller and mulcher. See how this field will react. I still think it's the mulcher. I still think it'll have to be mulched, and grass roller will not work, but I want to just test it out again and see what we have for changes here. Yep, and like I said, just make a backup of your game and the original zip file, because I know that you do a Let's Play series for your map, so just make sure you have a backup just in case so that you can revert back, because you may have a few things that might go missing. So instead of having everything just fall apart, you can just restore a previous save, right? I just lost my horses, so that was about it. So I just repurchased the horses. Oh. Maybe it wasn't the map update that had me lose my horses. Maybe because I use that enhanced animals mod as well. Took my horses to the UFOs. But yeah, it could have probably been that then. Yeah, me either. Go figure. Maybe there's a whole other conspiracy, right? You know, the cows are getting too much publicity with alien abductions, so they figure, well, you know what? We'll start doing horses now, because people will not worry about horses as much. This is going to be the last row I have to do, which will be good. And I'll go grab that baler and we'll see what sort of bales I get. Okay. Let's fold this up. We'll park this over here and I'll go grab that baler. Actually, maybe I better put it on the road. I don't really want to have to hook it back up and move it. I can't. There we go. Run, 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 run. Okay. I'm using a Mark Thor special here. His quick baler here. It should do the trick. Alright, let's unfold this. Oh, it's already unfolded. Lower. Oh, I have to lower it first. Okay, it switched over to Clover. Now, if it wraps the bale, it's no longer Clover hay. So we'll see what happens here. It's handy. And he recently added the silage additive tank to it. I don't have any silage additive in it at the moment, but I'm only doing hay, so it looks like it's spitting out hay bales, so it's working with the clover hay. I'll just pick up this little bit of grass here. And it'll work on alfalfa as well. So if you want to do alfalfa hay, all of the Maize Plus stuff is supported now on it. He does plan to put some other updates on it. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he wants to have that. You know how the Govil pack allows you to flip the round bale on its side? He sort of wants to try to incorporate that functionality into this baler too. I don't know how he'll do it, but if he can make it happen, that'll be cool. Especially for me, considering I have a hard time picking up bales with implements on the round part, as you are aware from my ebony stream that you were watching not too long ago. Okay. Now, it looks like this baler's working out quite nicely. Oh. I'm happy that I have it in my fleet, so I'll be using it probably quite a bit. I still will probably use the Govil station, excuse me, stationary baler. I like the double silage additive trick that you can do with that. this is the last row. All I need to do is just go grab the bale pickup. When I get back to the farm, I might hook up one of the rolling implements to the Valtra, and then use a helper to bring that implement to this field. Okay, that's the last bit. Just gonna put this over here. I don't think this is not ready yet. It's still growing. That's my alfalfa. I've never done alfalfa before. But I think it needs at least one more month and then it'll be ready. And then I'll be doing some alfalfa cutting. And then I'm probably gonna, once I do the alfalfa, at some point I want to try out, I think there's some new like corn maize or a new corn crop to try. I forget what they call it, but I haven't played with that yet, so I want to try to plant that for probably maybe next in-game year. What am I grabbing here? I am grabbing pickup wagon. I think I gotta help this guy out up here because my fence line is too narrow. I'm gonna have to delete that and make it a little wider at some point. Okay, let's just send this guy. Hey, off you go. Good job. Grab this guy. I'm gonna take over a grass roller. I have to bring the mulcher over at some point too. Come on, shift gears quicker. There we go. I still think it's going to be the mulcher. And not this grass roller. Alright, let's just test this out real quick. I should see a textural change, but I think it's not going to do it. Well, that's grass. Nope. Ooh, dusty. Yeah, and no texture change. I'm gonna go grab the mulcher now. Just set this over here, because I think the mulcher is still gonna work. That's based on your, it's probably going to be exactly the same for alfalfa. So, and I think on your alfalfa stream you talked about you have to use a mulcher, so I don't think there's going to be any changes there. So it's probably going to be mulcher. Oh. Okay, where's the mulcher? There you are. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's see if it'll still mulch. It's a small yield bonus, but the larger the field, that small little bonus helps. Let's just unfold this. That's going to do it, I think. No, I gotta be more confident than that. It's going to do it. Alright. Turn on the blades. There we go. Ooh, dusty. Yeah, it's working. So mulching is the ticket. And you can see the change here. So no changes there. So the new crops require mulching still. And grass roller will not work. That just sticks with just grass. Let's go ahead and pick up the hay. This field's gonna get plowed under because I have a little bit in the back that I want to extend this field with, so and then I'll probably replant I'm not sure if I'll replant clover or not, maybe. I might plant corn just to change it up. Either way, it won't be on this stream, whatever I plan to do with this field, so for planting anyways, I'll probably keep that for another stream. So I've got plenty to do for grass cutting. I have to get this one done. This one was expanded last fall beyond the original size. We're gonna make this into hay as well. Oh, why didn't my mowing kit unfold? Go. Here, are you gonna lower the... Yep, you did it. Okay. Hey, powered up and we're to go. Let's make some hay. Oh yeah, I know what I did wrong. I think I changed the header, or the tedder. Switch that to... I think I have to switch it to hay. Yeah. Let's just back this up a bit. That's because I switched the conditioning when I went to do my work on the clover. I imagine I'll have to do the same thing when I do my work on the alfalfa. And then whenever I switch back to regular grass, I'll have to reset the conditions, Maize Plus conditions on the equipment. There we go. Yes, there is a lot. I haven't touched any other animals either yet, so it's going to add another layer of complexity on it. And then I was watching their Discord and they have something called Terra Life coming out, so I imagine that's going to add another layer of complexity. But my strategy is going to be that I'll stick with the horses, and then I think I might move into sheep next, and then cows, then chickens and pigs, I think is probably my timeline path or my progression path will be. I'm trying to be a bit strategic in how I'm approaching Maize Plus, trying to ensure that I have the right crops for the animals, and then at the same time ensure that I have enough product to feed the animals, and see how it goes. For I think a beginner, I think it would probably maybe freak people out a little bit. But it's alright as long as you take baby steps. So, for what I've come up with that I'm taking on is that I think I'll have like at least, well, with the fields that I have now, I'm going to have at least one full hay crop. So like right now it's like still spring, right? For my calendar year. So this crop is going to be all hay. And then what I want to try out is that the rest of my cuts I'm going to make into silage. And we'll see how that goes. But I don't know if that will work with every animal though. That's one thing to consider. Oh. But I do understand the thinking on that, like, because I think there was so much focus on silage for, you know, without Maize Plus base game, basically. Oh, we gotta get the silage, we gotta get the silage, we gotta get the silage. But now we have to change our thinking concept, and remember that we have to get all of the other food groups, which I know for myself can be a little challenging to remember that, because I am always focused on silage. I still have that conceptual thinking on that. Chickens will be interesting, because if I'm not mistaken, they need like sugar beet cut, I think, which is kind of a weird concept, I think. Or is it corn? Let's see. Oh, no. Duca chicken food, alfalfa, oh, soybeans. Oh, okay. So I can do alfalfa hay. Then wheat, obviously wheat makes sense. And then your corn based products, that's new. But corn makes sense. Oh, and then yeah, here we go. because the map doesn't have carrots, so you have to put in sugar beet or sugar beet cut. So yeah. Huh. I don't know how complex sheep is. I don't think I have to worry too much about sheep. This is all grass and silage. Grass, clover, alfalfa, or just hay. Just hay. Oh, wait a sec here. No, I can still do fresh grass. So I don't need. I can use sugar beet and sugar beet on or sugar beet and sugar beet cut on sheep, but I don't have to. I can still use the grass. So for me, unless I put in like maybe a sugar beet field or something like that, sheep would probably be my next animal go-to based on the products that I already make. You got any more on your hay? Do you got it, or I mean, any more grass to cut? So all you have to do is like a grass cut, and you should have enough hay. That sounds like a plan. You'll be rolling in hay in no time then. Oh, I did check out your videos on that you got that auto drive course working. I was like, I had a feeling you would get it working one way or another. I was like, pretty cool that you got it going, especially in tandem with the trailer hookup that you've got there. One thing that I want to try at some point with that setup is seeing if it would work with a bale pickup somehow. Yep. That's the feature that I'm talking about. I think I'd have to play with it, but I think it could work with bale pickup. Maybe. Because with the bale pickup, when you set up a course course, I think it'll automatically recognize the field that it lands on. So if I can somehow put the fields in the list as a pickup point somehow, it might work. Because I've used the pickup course a few times, just from a prior stream where I was doing multiple contracts, and I have that straw. You get the straw from the contracts. I forget what the add-on is called. I'm drawing a blank, but anyways. I set up one course for the bale pickup, but I never had to redefine the field as I went from each field. The only thing that really changed was that I set up a new course point for auto drive. So it got me to thinking that maybe we can use the multi-delivery point feature with the bale pickup. So that's why I think it might work. For a combine course, it wouldn't work, because a combine you have to actually define and build the course, so I don't think it would work with something as complex as that. But of course you're not going to do any deliveries with a combine. Mind you, I wonder if like a combine, multiple unload combine course would work with the delivery system. I don't know. A lot of playing around to figure that out. I'll probably try something out, like maybe on a test, on one of my test maps. But if it did work for something like that would expand the capability of that functionality beyond just simply doing a pickup and delivery. And more people will be inclined to use it, I think. So my fingers are crossed, and I'll have to do some. Those are my theories, and I'll have to just get into my scientific mode and test it out. I agree with you on that one. And then it's always fun when you have a eureka moment and you're like, oh my god, that worked. Another thing that I want to try out is the pivots when they come out, so I'm waiting for that. I kind of want to make round fields right to the pivot, and at first I was skeptical if it would be an easy task to do, but it looks like it seems to put something on the ground that glows so that you can see exactly the radius of the pivot. Like some sort of virtual outline, basically. And when I saw that, I said, well, okay, that would help people go ahead and make round fields. Yeah, I am exceptionally eager to try those pivots out. I think it's going to be a real game changer. And I'm intrigued to see a lot of people on streams like yourself and other streamers having round fields, because for the longest while we've always had either, I don't know, odd looking shaped fields, you know, but they're still square or square like fields. So moving into people actually building round fields, I think will be awesome to see in streams and content. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with it, I think. We're no longer going to be square. We'll be well-rounded in Farm Sim. Sorry, I had to throw in some sort of pun. But by far, I don't know. This game just never ceases to amaze me. I'm always surprised, and also, you know, what modders come out with, or anyone that builds something comes up with. It just really just breaks the mold. It's exciting, extremely exciting, and you know, you think you've got it all, and then all of a sudden something else comes out of the woodworks. Yes, exactly. Set it for a spin. I think it's I honestly don't even know what the next game version will bring. It's just so you know, fresh with content, and you know, I honestly don't really think we need another farm sim game at this point. I'm just amazed of what has already happened, and I don't even know what asks we would have for the next game. I don't know. I do think though I would always want more crops though. I think that's one thing that I would keep on asking for. But even so, you know, map maker can easily make their own custom crops. So we sort of already get that already, but I suppose adding more for base game is always a welcome. But I think we're only like, we're still climbing, and I think Farm Sim is just going to keep on getting bigger, and it's going to keep on growing and growing and growing. And it's great. I mean, last year it received what, a Steam reward. What else? There's a magazine now. More people from other countries are playing the game. I mean, it's just It's like the starting of like an awesome adventure. Looks like I'm going to be getting into windrowing again in a few moments. Okay. Okay, let's spin around. I probably have to make at least one more pass after this one here, and then she'll be all done. I've got a computer surgery to do, I think, this coming weekend. I'm going to be putting in a USB expansion card into my computer. I had it arrive earlier today through Amazon, so Probably put that in on the weekend, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna try to. I have to get a can of air, so I want to do spring cleaning on it. Take the tower down and remove the glass and give it a good spraying. So I'm kind of excited about adding an USB expansion card to my computer. I've got so many USB devices, and I've been using external USB power hubs, but I'd like to get, by putting in the expansion card, I can get another controller, so I think it'll help. My computer didn't come with a lot of USB ports. It was a few, and they worked well in the beginning. But over time I expanded into other USB devices and stuff like that, so I thought, well, it's time to expand my USB port capability. My system board has so many expansion slots. I said, well, I think it's time to start using those expansion slots for something instead of having them sit in there and collect dust. It's supposed to be warm this week, so I guess we're starting to get into summer, so it'll be perfect for me to go ahead and take my computer outside and give it a good blasting to get the dust out of it. A little bit of spring cleaning, I guess. We get a lot of rain in British Columbia, so usually have to wait till the summer. To take it outside and give it a good spray down. Oh, I think I'll probably do about maybe 30 more minutes on my stream here, so hopefully I can get it at least baled. And then I'll probably leave the fertilizing and the liming for maybe another stream day, I think. And probably grass rolling, I guess. This is going to be my money making field here. I think I'm going to get the most hay bales off of this one. When I buy this property next door, I'm not sure how much of the orchard I want to take out. Every time I cut this field, I always look at it and I say to myself, do I really want to take out the entire orchard, or do I want to take out a part of it, or what do I really want to do with that piece? Or maybe just leave it. I get sentimental, too sentimental sometimes. I think some of it I will take out, and I want to put definitely a roadway, I think, through it. But I might keep like trees on both sides, so maybe I might do like sort of a light trim. Yeah, just like a light tree and trim in there. Take out like some of the trees selectively. Not quite sure. I have a feeling I might be getting that property perhaps next spring. We'll have to see. I've got time to figure out what I want to do. I might do a flyover into it and see what I want to do. But yeah, every pass I make past that I go by it, I was like, what to do, what to do, what to do. Hello, Upchat. Welcome. Oh, most definitely, Argsy. Thanks for jumping in. I enjoyed our chat tonight. Always a blast talking to you and brainstorming stuff. Enjoy the rest of your holiday and your time with your family, and have a good evening, okay? And Upchat, did you have a question? I didn't quite catch everything that you had typed. It says, you said PC main Farming Simulator 22, but the other words I'm not too sure about. I'll just do a quick, maybe a YouTube translate and see if it can translate for me. Google Translate, sorry. Translate. Nope, I don't know what Parchesh care is. So I'm gonna make this probably my last task. I don't think I'll do the bale pickup. I'm just gonna finish up the windrowing, and then I will end the stream. There we go. Only a couple of more lines to do here. Put the baling till next stream. Maybe. Let's see. I still got... No, maybe I might be able to get the baling done. I got about 10 more minutes. So we'll see if I can make it happen. It's a fast baler, so I only have to do 2 more rows of windrowing. You know what I should have really done? I should have put the windrower on a course play course. I keep on forgetting that I've got course play installed, and I end up doing everything manually. And I enjoy doing things manually, but I could be a little bit more efficient. I gotta spin around here. If I got some AI helpers to do some of the work. Oh, that was... Still have a bit of a mess down there. Doing things manually is very relaxing, I find. Just as long as it's not too relaxing, because you might fall asleep at the tractor wheel. And maybe crash. That probably would be a very good thing. I think I might be able to get the bales done. I have to create a sticky note and say to myself, Kiram, you can use Courseplay. It's installed. Just use it. Alright, let's go. This is the last windrow line that I have to do, and then I can just jump into the baler and start baling. I think I'll just do one windrow this way. Just to tidy up this end. Go, fold this up, and I'm going to just grab the baler and then I'll have at it with the baler. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that right there. Grab this and see if I can get the baling done in the next 7 minutes. I think I can do it. What I'm going to do is I'll start from this corner and do the small strip that I just made. There we go. Go. I'll just suck this up here. That's good. I grab this little green patch. Okay. See how quickly I can get all these hay bales done. $371 bales. I think that includes what's in my bale storage. And the next task on this field will be to do the grass rolling. Then I will have to lime it and I think fertilize it. The clover field to the left here, or actually in front of me, 12 o'clock. That will get all plowed under and expanded to the back, and then I'll have to replant and do all sorts of stuff. And then I think the alfalfa might be done by next month, maybe. Let's just check the map. Yeah. Oop. Okay, I'll have to run to the end of the field here, and then I'll bring up the map one more time. It looked like it was dark green, the alfalfa. Just head down here. Off we go. Yeah, so it's dark green, so it will be done probably in a day or maybe a month, and then that will have to be harvested, and I will probably turn it into hay as well. So I'll try alfalfa hay. The rest of the grow states will be after this harvest will be all silage. And my wheat field, I think. Yeah, my wheat field is in about 2 months will be ready, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to need some more straw, so it's going to be made into wheat itself and not whole crop silage. And the wheat I will make into seed. At least that's sort of the plan of what I've got. Now I'll have to prep that field as well. Alright. Oh. Too quick. But I probably should have, of course, played this field, at least maybe the mowing or one of the tasks. Mowing or the windrowing, I'm not sure. One of and I probably would have gotten it all done probably tonight, but I keep on forgetting that I've got courseplay installed. Like I said, I just get too much enjoyment of doing everything just myself, just running the equipment on my own. But I will try to make an effort to remember that I have courseplay installed and use it more in the future. And I can use it more now because I have my 4 main fields set up the way I want them to be, I should say. And what I mean by that is that before I had so much just painted grass, which is wild grass and not a field. And Courseplay doesn't expand out onto that, it just stays to a field edge. But now I've got the fields set up the way I like them, so I can now run Courseplay a bit more, except for the Clover field, but that's going to be fixed because I'm going to be plowing it on the next stream and then going through the motions of getting that field prepped with Clover again. And then the rest of my fields are already set up, so I don't have to worry about field edges and stuff like that. So alright. And then when I get to doing my next cut, I will be doing more silage, and when I do that I'll bring up the Goveel baler, because I do enjoy that stationary Goveel baler. And then I just use the pickup wagon to pick up the product off the field. I also get a little bit more of a yield bonus with that, so got the silage additive. So the farm's coming along nicely, I think, overall. It's not like too crazy or anything like that. Like I don't have like a whole fleet of equipment or a whole large dairy farm or anything like that, but I'm surprised on hard mode I've made it as far as I have, so I'm happy with the progression so far. I'm learning about Maize Plus quite a bit too, and how it works with this particular map. And Synergize is good because the map developer, Chumpy Farmer, he plays the map. He just didn't build the map just for building a map, but he built it to play, and so he's passionate about it. And also he is I believe he said to me, he's a Maze Plus user as well, so so good synergy there. If there was a 16x version, I don't know what I would do with myself. I would think it would probably be quite challenging to do what I'm doing now on a 16x version. I'd probably have to do things a bit differently. I definitely would be using Courseplay and Auto Drive quite a bit. I was doing a 16x map, I think. We'll just take a spin in here. I think I only got, oh good, only have a couple more one more row to do after this. So I went about 12 minutes over. That's okay. Last little hit. Alright, well, I think we did her. Normally I put my equipment away, but I'm still in the middle of the progressive doing things. Actually, I'll take the baler back at least, I think. The rest of the equipment I'll probably just leave there for putting away later on. And then I'll just do my closing here. So yeah, thank you everyone for checking out my stream on the 22nd episode of the Chilliwack map. And I hope to have you guys return to check out my channel. Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you like the content. And if you like the map, the link is in the description, so feel free to download it and give support to Chumpy. I'm certain he will appreciate it. There's a lot of other streamers that stream this map, so this is just my perspective of how I'm running my gameplay. But if you want to see other people that have streamed on here, you can do a YouTube search for Chilliwack 4X map in YouTube, and you'll see all sorts of content creators making videos on this particular map. The newest one is FS Club. He has 2 videos in, I believe, showing a multiplayer stream of the Chilliwack map, and he is starting from scratch, and literally scratch. I think he has no equipment. He's leasing equipment and doing contracts and working his way up, so a little bit more hardcore than myself. Kidark Farms has done a gameplay session, and then in the chat, Argsy Gaming, who has been chatting with me tonight, he has a series too. So he has kind of a hybrid setup. So he does some Let's Plays with time lapse in it, and he also does some live streams to talk with the player base and everything like that, and the streamers. And his is very interesting too. He's done a lot of testing with cows, feeding, and he's overlapped with a little bit of what I've done too with doing doing silage. There's a video of him using a unique setup for feeding with auto drive, so check that out. I think his last stream has a feedlot, huge giant feedlot with over, I think, almost like 1,000 head of cattle. So so he's going the cattleman route, so very interesting. So watch his videos. And there's other streamers too that have done this map, so check it out. And if you have any comments or questions, you can always post comments in my video or any of the other streamers' videos on how to do certain things. We're all doing, most of us are doing Maze Plus, so it's a Maze Plus supported map. So Maze Plus is pretty complicated, so watching us, you might be able to learn a bit more about it and have fun at the same time. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say on my closing. So thank you for hanging out, and remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. This is Argsy Gaming signing off.